starting position number 13 or car number 13. Stafford's all-time winningest driver, the Freightliner of Long Island, CWPM number 13 from Plainville, Connecticut, TC Ted Christopher.
The $5,000 man will be next in car number 99. In the book, Mechanic Hand Wipes and Hitchcock Full Water Car from Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania, Rowan Pennick.
Car number 91, Earth Technologies out of North Haven, Connecticut, Frank Rocco.
The tenacious one in car number 81, Hooker Construction at Barnes Falls brings us Todd Owen.
And then it's a TAS home, Sylvester Construction, number 51 for Zach Sylvester.
Car number 15, Johnson Motorsports. The driver is Doug Kobe.
Jones Brothers Racing, number 39, Chris Jones.
In the purple 00, Tommy Membrino Jr.
Field is set. They rumble off turn number 4. Showtime, SK Modified style. They head down into turn 1. Galco on the inside, Avery on the outside. Black automobiles, Avery with the advantage. Outside, here comes the Bulldog. Down the back straightaway, Burt is up to second.
Eric Burt looked unbelievable on the outside. Galco trying to hold on, but sitting on his lap is Kid Rock, Keith Rocco, and very easily moves into the top 3.
Rocco is a man possessed to get to the front and get there early. Meanwhile, Cipriano moves into the top 4. Outside lane is racy. Williams is showing that. A little further back, so isn't Foster. Little jingle. Traffic action off turn number 4. Woody Pitcat got bounced around a bit. He gathers it back, and they're back up on the wheel.
Michael Jarvis doing a good job. He is in 5th and trying to make it happen underneath Galco is Ronnie Williams, but not enough energy to complete the move. Michael Jarvis invading the top 5.
Meanwhile, going around goes Bowles. That sets off the ripple effect. Todd Owen gets Timex timely move of the night in that one, and the 57 of Chase Dowling has a flat right front tire. It all happened when Bowles got crossed up and out of shape. Contact was made there as well.
So Chase Dowling is back on there. That was a report brought to you by Flamingo Motorsports, and all of our pit reporters get around there courtesy of the Flamingo Motorsports Mule.
Yes, and if you're in the market for whether it's a motorcycle, a snowmobile, recreational vehicle, any of the above, Flamingo Motorsports, Munson, Palmer, Mass. 3 laps of 40, just getting heated up in this one. SK Modifieds, the talk of motorsports. Let's see what's going to happen as they rumble off turn number 4, and Avery with the advantage again, Matt.
And Eric Burt trying to hang with him on the outside. Burt all over him like mortar on a brick. But look at Rocco exploding on the inside. Joey Cipriano is right there to round out the top 4.
What a difference a lap makes. All of a sudden, here's Rowan Pennick in this mix as well. Ryan Preece is pushing Pennant through. Another mover and shaker is Todd Owen. Owen goes around Foster, now sets his sights on Jervis. Down the back straightaway, a combination of about 19 to the front of the field.
Here comes Preece operating against the back bumper of Rowan Pennick. Dan Avery has dropped off to second, and Eric Burt is holding him on. Look at Cipriano on the outside. Cipriano said before the race, the car is either too tight or too loose. They haven't found a happy medium. Maybe they have found it tonight.
Meanwhile, further back in the field, Christopher is trying to make his presence known on Galco. He follows Todd Owen around the Galco machine. Cipriano back up on the wheel. The Bulldog, Burnt, is still the star of the show.
Here comes Christopher attacking the 81 of Todd Owen. So Ryan Preece really moving his field, Ben.
He sure is, and so isn't Rowan Pennick. Pennick started this event in the 14th position. In less than 6 laps, he's into the top 5. Another good side-by-side race further back, and Owen. Meanwhile, look just in front of them. Preece is stuck on the inside lane, and all of a sudden moving to the front is Williams now. He's making his presence known. Cipriano drifts back just a bit.
Yeah, he was in second a moment ago, and now he is drifted back into 6th. Battle for the lead. Avery wants the top spot back, trying to excavate his way underneath Burt, And the Bulldog on the outside groove is able to hold him off.
9 Circus aboard, clawing his way. The Bulldog still trying to set the pace. Meanwhile, Avery takes it in deep. Trouble now. We've got one around on the bottom. Membrino will bring out the yellow.
Hollywood Membrino in the 79 car, bringing out the yellow. Also another car.
Make up the front row with Dan Avery. Row number 2 will be Keith Rocco and Rowan Pennick. Row 3, Ryan Priest and Joey Cipriano. Row 4 will be Ronnie Williams and Ted Christopher. Row 5 will be Todd Owen and Sean Foster. Row 6 will be Doug Colby and Woody Pitcat. Row 7, Matt Galco and Michael Jervis. For 8, Frank Rocco and Zach Sylvester.
But we expected Frank Rocco maybe to get up to the front a little quicker than he has, as he is languishing near the bottom half of the field. Michael Jarvis got off to a great start. He has dropped off the pace. There's some guys to keep an eye on. Definitely will be Zach Sylvester in the 51 and the 91 of Frank Rocco. We expect them to make their presence known. But right now, it's Eric Byrne at the front of the field. He's got to be thinking about Dan Avery. Dan Avery got a win last year, looking for his first win of the season. And the same can be said for Eric Byrne.
Let's see what's going to happen as we're about ready to get him fired back off turn number 4. Looking the field over. Josh Manfredo stares him down. Snap of the wrist. The green is out. Good start. Eric Byrne has the lead. Avery goes again to the outside, Matt. Here comes Rocco back up to 3.
And Rocco looks strong on the inside. Also making a move on the inside is Ryan Priest in car number 2. Priest Lightning. And the man hanging tough on the outside. You got to give a lot of credit to Rowan Pennick. Right now he is pounded up the racetrack. And here comes Avery taking a legitimate shot at the lead, and Eric Byrne.
Now that's happening. Here comes Rowan Pennick to the outside of Keith Rocco. Ryan Priest waiting in the wings. Cipriano, Williams, Christopher. Throw a little Owen in the mix, and Foster. Avery back in command of the event. Byrne isn't done yet. Here comes Rowan Pennick. Still a factor. Rocco stuck on the inside lane. Priest is coming to the front.
So able to blur his way into the lead on lap number 12, Dan Avery. Byrne trying to cannonball his way on the bottom, but he has to worry about Rowan Pennick. Pennick making a move on the outside. Byrne has a spot, trailing him by about the width of a snowflake is Rowan Pennick.
Back off turn number 4. Pennick back into 3rd. Rocco bounced around a bit down underneath Priest. Priest now back up to the 4th spot. Deuce is wild. Car number 2 coming to the front. Look a little further back. Double file racing. Foster is down underneath Cipriano, and it looks like Williams is there, and so is Todd Owen.
When Rowan Pennick got to the inside groove, good things happened. He was able to get by Eric Byrne and maneuver his way into 2nd. Trying to make the identical move to Xerox. It is Ryan Priest. A little Priest Lightning coming out of turn number 4 as Priest is moved by Byrne to infiltrate the top 3.
Ryan Priest on the podium, but 3rd just isn't good enough. Here comes Rowan Pennick. Bottom shot move. Avery knows he's there. Going, gone. Rowan Pennick. Now, again, the leader of the event, showing it was no fluke. He won the big payday.
And that's what happens when you can keep the car on the track and out of the paddock area. Rowan Priest, he has some muscle as they launch their way off the 4th turn. Rowan Pennick is in command. Keith Rocco, he has been up among the big boys all race long, running a strong 4th. And right behind him, Ron Williams, another great run by the rookie from Ellington.
Williams now, all of a sudden, look at Rocco. Makes a bold move, takes over the 3rd spot from Dan Avery. Avery settles back into the 4th position. Now, moving forward is Sean Foster. Foster making his presence known. Look at the Bulldog. Byrne back up front, bid for the lead.
Bottom shot, Ryan Priest. Pennick on the outside. Here comes Priest. Has the leverage on the bottom. They rabble-rouse their way. Coming off of turn number 1. dead even. Slight advantage by the length of a whisker. It is Rowan Pennock.
Rowan Pennock in command. This half of the event is history. 20 laps into the record books. We saved the best for the second half.
Ted Christopher having a good run. He is in sixth. Remember, he is your point leader. Let's see if Ryan Preece mounts charge. He loads up, but Pennock has that area well guarded. So a good job by Pennock protecting the low lane in turn 3.
5 cars have strung it out at the point. Williams is the bottom of the top 5. Meanwhile, 6th spot is Christopher. Here comes Burt with a crossover move. Down underneath Ted Christopher. That's the battle for position number 6. Foster right there. Looks like Woody Pitcat is his contenders as they continue to rumble off turn number 4.
Frank Rocco having a good run in car number 99. As he didn't stay backwards for very long, he has come up into the big picture. Rowan Pennock still leading, but now there are 2 contenders behind him. Preece and Rocco. Also within striking distance, Avery and Williams. But it is Sean Foster trying to make a move down low. And it looks like he is on the verge of getting underneath Woody Pitcat.
While Burt tries to work over Ted Christopher, double file racing back up front for the 4th spot as now Williams moves down underneath Dan Avery.
Ronnie Williams seems to be good every week when he can keep that car healthy. Here comes Preece out of line, making a do-or-die move. They Knievel their way off the corner. Pennock still has plenty of energy on the outside, and he holds off both Preece and Rocco.
Pennock still guards the spot. Preece is there, can't do it yet. Here comes Rocco. Now to contend, Williams shakes off Dan Avery. Williams is up to the 4th spot. Back off turn number 4. Pennock, still the star of the show. 26 of 40 now complete. Here comes Keith Rocco, again to the outside of Ryan Preece.
They run side by side again, and Rocco leaves him in the dust as Rocco devours Ryan Preece to move into 2nd place.
Rocco is a man possessed to get to the number 1 spot. He currently runs in the tire tracks of Rowan Pennock. Further back in the field, Woody Pitcat, Burt, and Christopher are now struggling. That's the battle for 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Christopher doing a good job holding his own as it is Burt trapped on the outside and trying to shuffle his way underneath him is Woody Pitcat. And Pitcat has some power.
He sure does. He is able to pull alongside. Woody Pitcat now starts to make his presence known off the turn. This time when they come back to the line, 10 laps to go. All of a sudden, the margin between 2nd and 3rd is starting to close. But the rabbit away from the dogs is Rowan Pennock.
Pennock leads by a school bus right now, but Ben, do you think he can hold on to that big lead over the final 10 laps? You got to figure that Rocco and Preece still have at least 1 or 2 more bullets left in their chamber.
Good battle between Woody Pitcat and Ted Christopher. That is the battle for the 6th and 7th spot. They have been side by side for the last 3 laps, Matt, and nobody's giving an inch.
Christopher with a slight advantage by about a club as they streak across the line, and now Pitcat moves in. So Woody Pitcat has saved something for the final laps. He is in the 6th position. Now watch Rocco. He made a nice move against Preece, and let's see if he can corral that number 99 car, Rowan Pennock.
While all that's been happening, Williams, the youngster, is starting to reel in on Ryan Preece and Keith Rocco. 32 laps up on the board. Jones is off the pace. He's heading down pit road. Preece, if he's been saving anything, he's got to show it soon because Williams has not only reeled him in, but he's now applying the pressure.
Yeah, he is putting some heat on the back bumper of Ryan Preece's car. Distant 5th right now is Dan Avery. Eric Burt, he has had a lot of fun tonight. Right now he's holding off Woody Pitcat for 6th place. Coming out of nowhere, Frank Rocco to make a dive bomb move against Sean Foster.
He tries just about everything. It just doesn't happen as they're still side by side in the battle there. 34, count them down. When they come to the line, the high 5 will be given.
Here comes Preece making a move against Rocco. And Priest Lightning is back in second by a very slender margin.
He is back to second. But will the event run out of time for Priest to catch Rowan Pennock, looking back-to-back victories? He took the biggest payday, and now he wants to deposit more in the bank.
And Priest with a slender lead by about a toenail over Kid Rock, Keith Rocco. Ronnie Williams refuses to fold. He is looking for racing room underneath Keith Rocco. Ronnie Williams trying to make the podium for the second time this year.
Off the turn. It is Priest still in second. Rocco and Williams. Williams now goes to the outside of Rocco. Tries a crossover. Now Priest was not on the gas as quick that time, Matt. And now Williams is still right there.
Well, the best way for Keith Rocco to protect third is to move into second down to the final 2 laps. Can Rowan Pennock hold it together for the second straight week? Ryan Priest, as long as he is running well, it is never a done deal.
It certainly is not. We work their way back on number 4. White flag is out. Looks like it might be easy for Rowan Pennock, but not easy for Keith Rocco and Ronnie Williams in that podium finish for third. What a battle there.
So that is tooth and nail for third. Here comes Williams making a move down low. Roller coaster against Kid Rock. Pennock is on his way to the winner's circle.
Pennock takes down the win. Priest in for second. The story is the battle for third. We'll check timing and scoring, but there is no question about it. Rowan Pennock. Wilco is 8th. Tommy Membrino is 19th, and Kurt Brainerd a disappointing 20th.
Then it was Chris Jones 21st, and Tony Membrino Jr., Hollywood, the first car out on lap number 9. So what a difference a healthy car makes. As all season long, something happened to car number 99. The only people who knew that car was fast and was capable of winning, crew chief Jimmy Fuller, car owners Kelly Iverson and Bob Hitchcock, and the driver Rowan Pennock. Nobody else had a clue because they couldn't keep it on the track. Right now, they're in Napa Victory Lane with Tony Sutton.
Well, the pilot of the 9 unstrapping the safety gear, getting a little bit of water to replenish what he's lost over those 40 laps, and Rowan Pennock, the Hans device is off. He should be out of the car momentarily after a dominating race for this number 9 SK Modified. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Rowan Pennock, out of the car, victory flag in his hand, and the celebration begins. Well, it started out being interesting, but you just kind of put it in overdrive and drove away from the rest of the field. You had him by about 8 lengths.
Yeah, I just like last week, I couldn't ask for a better car. Jimmy Fuller and Bob and Kelly Hitchcock prepared me another awesome car. Be able to come from 14th and win like that again this weekend. Got to thank Mike Pettit. This motor is unbelievable. Got to thank Hoosier Tire and everyone on this whole race team. Amazing job, 2 in a row. I'm so proud of this 99 team.
One of the things that I think you should probably have in the back of your mind is the strategies that you gain each week when you perform well is to put them in the notebook for the following week.
Yeah, definitely. You learn something new each week. And, you know, like I said last week, this 99 car has been a top-notch car every week. We just haven't been able to show it with the luck we had, and it's finally starting to show through now.
Roland, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Well, another outstanding performance. We can find the camera right here. That number 2 car's pretty quick, but he had just a little bit more on you. But a good race for you guys.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. You know, second place. It was a good run, and you know we're making gains at it. We'll just keep on continue to get it better and better, and we're having fun. So I can't thank my sponsors enough. Sullivan and Sons Party. I keep telling them they have to set up a pong table outside the track before everything goes. You know, kind of like a tailgate party. But them guys, Earl Pelletier Concrete, Sullivan Sons, Mr. and Mrs. Poulin for this awesome horsepower, Pettit Engines, Racing Electronics, Mizzy Construction. Just everybody involved, Spectral Race Oils, and everybody, you know, I'm real happy. Napa of Canton Auto Supply, and, you know, if I forgot anybody else, thank you for everything you do for this car, and we're looking forward to coming back next week.
Ryan, congratulations on second spot.
Thanks.
Well, they call you Kid Rock, but I don't think you're a kid anymore, but you sure do rock out on that racetrack. That was I think it was a 1/10 or 1/100th of a second. I'm not sure which, but that was really close at the line.
Yeah, it was really close. You know, I got on the outside of Ryan there and just tried to battle and keep the position, but he got under me, and you know, we're getting closer and closer every week. Before you know it, we'll be back at victory lane.
Congratulations, you're on the podium, third place. We're about halfway through the season. A lot of points being accumulated. You got your work to do to win this championship. Yeah, you know, we got a ways to go, but I got to thank Wheeler's Auto, John and Maynard Fano, Mr. Reuter Plumbing, Vinny Beadle, and just our whole team. Pete, congratulations. Thank you. Well, that wraps it up from down here in Victory Lane. Celebration is still going on for the winners and their crew members, but we'll send it back upstairs for the extended length late model feature lineup.
But now it is time.